Hello everyone, and welcome to my pack opening video and final summary of my set completion of Adventures in the Forgotten Realms on Magic Arena. So I've been drafting and playing some sealed deck events to a total of 65 events. I have basically redrafted mythic rares and not regular rares because that's unnecessary when you go for mythic completion. And of course I tried to win as many prize packs as possible by trying to, draft well and play well. So here we are after 65 events. Let's first check how many mythics I'm missing from the set, because I have over 140 rares from Forgotten Realms. I'm not going to count them for you here, but I know from my own statistics that I have more than 140 rares, so this will be completing when I open my packs. But let's see how many mythic rares I have. The set has 20 individual mythic rares, that times 4 is of course 80. So here I have 6, 7, 10, 15, 23, I guess, 26, 29, 34, plus 12 is 46. I count 46, which means I'm missing 34 mythic rares. And I have 270 packs here, which means that in Forgotten Realms the rares upgrade to mythic at roughly 1 per 7 ratio. So I should be getting like almost 40. I think it's like 38 mythics should be happening if that would hold true. But then again, every once in a while you get from the rare slot you get a wild card, so it's not exactly going to be quite that much. So it's quite close. I don't necessarily get all the 34 missing ones if I'm unlucky with the drop rate, but we will see. I will also not need to use any wild cards to craft the set, so all the wild cards I will get here will be added to my ever increasing wildcard stash. So we will also see how many of those I'm gonna get. I have almost 1000 rare and almost 450 mythic rare wildcards. So let's see how many I'm gonna be having in the end. So that was 34 mythics I'm missing, so I'm gonna count the mythics here just out of curiosity. I'm of course opening 10 packs at a time here because otherwise it's gonna take a long time. So a couple of wildcards, but no mythic rares here. And in a couple of, when I have opened enough of these, I will just start getting 20 gems in place of rares, because I will complete the rares way before I've opened all the packs. So no mythics yet. 1, 2. Okay. That's nice. And that is... well, still at 2. Okay, doesn't look good. I've opened so many packs and only 2 mythics. So the 1 per 7. Oh, come on. This is a joke, right? It is really... the wizards have announced themselves on the drop rate page that the average upgrade rate from rare to mythic is 1 out of 7. And I have gotten... I have opened 40 packs and I have gotten 2 mythic rares. Well, I have gotten some wild cards too, but... so not exactly 40 rare slot cards, but... 2 is very, very low currently. So let's keep going. Okay, 3 and 4, but I need still 30 more. 5. Okay, that's 5 mythics. I might not get there. And 6, 7. Okay, good. That's the kind of... I want that to continue. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, now that is good. 3 here, but 10 total if I'm not mistaken. And okay, good. That's 12 total. Looking good now. Still need 24, I think. 13. Okay, it's 2 here, so that's 15 out of 34. 16. Okay, now this is now the spot where I'm start getting 20 gems for rares. But there are 16 mythics, so I need still a bit more of them. Okay, no mythics at all. Fine. 17. This is really low. The 1 per 7 isn't gonna complete here. Okay, that's 18, I think. Yeah, there's a really low amount of mythic rares. 19. I'm not gonna get there. It's fine because I still continue drafting and I will be eventually getting the rest of them. But I guess the set completion video won't. I mean, this won't be completing the sets now. But let's see, maybe out of the last 100 I get some more. But this is really not the rate. I need better rate than 1 out of 10. So that's, I think, 20. I'm not sure if I'm following the count. Okay, the 3 here is good. 23. Let's get there. More of those where we have 3. Okay, 24. So I think I'm missing 10 now. Well, there's 70 packs, so that basically could get there. 25. Exciting. Alright, this is good. 28. So I think I need 8 on anymore. Or do I need only 6? It was 34, right? Well, we will see. So 28 was that. Okay, nothing. Come on. Okay, that's my first Grandmaster of Flowers. That I think is 30. So 4 maybe more, any more. Okay, that's 3, okay. So that would be 33. I think I need only 1 if I'm not mistaken. So I maybe get there in the end. A very high frequency of mythics there. So this would be my 34th unless I'm mistaken. And we will see if there's going to be a 40 gems pack, because that would mean that it's a mythic rare that turned into 40 gems. And that's correct. So 3 other mythics here opened, but I did complete the set. So these are only 40 gems. So this means I have the full set now. It was very odd because in the first like 150 or so packs I got a very low rate of mythics, and then I started to get these packs where I have 3 mythics. So the average of 1 per 7 I think was really, I mean, maybe I even got more than 1 per 7 because I got also those wild cards, which means that they are not counted in the kind of, it's only the rare slot that when you open an actual card from the slot that will upgrade to mythic. At 1 per 7 ratio. But yeah, that was it. Set is completed. Let's check out the collection. I got a bunch of new cards. I guess I should just do this, and then how I can make sure I will put, well, rare and mythic. Well, I guess I could put all from the Forgotten Realms, all the rarities, collected and not collected. So if I put now the quantity less than 4, that's so 0. So because it has the not collected tab checked here. This is all the Forgotten Realms cards that I own less than 4 copies. So that means I own all the copies at 4. And maybe we should check out who cares about the commons or uncommons. So these are the rares. So there should be what? How many that is? That's 2754 plus. Yeah, it's 60 rares. Yeah, that's right. Times 4. So 240 rares. And then the mythic rares here. All of these. This 20 times 4. So am I ever going to use like 4 old Gnobones? Am I ever going to use 4 Xanathars in a deck? 4 deck of many things? Of course not. But it's still fun to complete the set because I draft so much, and I don't draft just to complete the set. I draft to have fun. So it's still fun to have the kind of a side effect of completing the sets. And I do play constructed too, so I want to own all the cards so I can play all the decks. I'll open this vault here too, and let's see. I don't want to see the chest there glowing, so let's open these. And how many mythic wild cards I have? 468, and I got to over 1000 rares now, so I don't recall how many exactly I got. I think I got like a bit over 20 mythic wild cards and a bit less than 100 rare wild cards, but anyway, that's that. And of course I got a bunch of gems. I didn't actually see how many gems I got before I opened, but I had those, 5th copies turning into gems. So I also got a couple of thousand gems there, I think. I will have that information in the summary. So the next part of the video will be the set completion summary. So don't go anywhere. I will show that to you right now. And here is the final summary. So in the end, while I had not that great results in traditional drafts, well, in the beginning I should say, I started to get these 3-win results near the end of the the series here. So eventually I got to very close to break even in traditional drafts with win rate of eventually at 67.4. So this is the kind of how it goes. If you have a more than 65% win rate in traditional drafts, you can get very close to break-even results. So what I got here is 91 packs, and of course all the rares and mythics I picked during those. It's 23 traditional drafts. It only cost me 2,500 gems. So this is the entry fees, and taking into account the price gems, of course, too. So that was a lot of packs for 2,500 gems. Now, premier drafts are tougher because they are ranked, so you have a tougher opposition. These premier drafts have almost every one of them has been played at platinum and diamond ranks. And the win rate is only 56% here, and this cost me 4,000 gems, and I got 100 packs out of these. So this is total of 720. That's 32 drafts, I think. So almost the same amount of packs, but it's like how many times? That's almost, it's like a 5 times or 6 times, almost 6 times the cost than in traditional drafts. But that's just how it goes. If you want to rank up in premier drafts, you will be going, and if you are at platinum and above ranks, it will be more difficult to win matches there, and that there's actually a very significant difference in terms of the win rate here now, and also in the profit rate here too. So if I didn't care about ranking up at all, I would just play traditional drafts and get the set completed almost for free. There's some sealed events here. I actually had very good success in sealed. I even netted some gems, had a 79% win rate, and the draft challenges were good. In the end, I broke. Well, it was a break-even result. I don't know if you can say I broke even. Maybe you can. So 5 draft challenges, and of course I'm counting these gems as the rewards were of course draft tokens, but I'm counting them at 1500 because I obviously every draft token is worth 1500 to me because I will draft anyway. So I got a bunch of packs from there for 0 cost, and then, of course, in the end, I did open all the packs, and I got a lot of 5th rares and mythic rares in the end too. So I got 2,520 gems from them. I checked from the video. And this doesn't take into account the gems I got during the drafts, because of course I started to pick 5th rares during the drafts as well. So this should be something higher than this, but not by much. So maybe like a few hundred gems more. I didn't bother to really track that during the drafts, that how many of the drafts had me getting gems from 5th copies, because I picked some rare because I wanted to have it for my deck, for instance. So this is not exactly accurate, but this is also not. This is kind of a less than it is in reality. So I'm not lying when I'm saying that this is the total cost for the event. For the set completion, but let's see the other ones here. So this minus 16,300 is just I'm adding all these event gem balance changes here together, so minus 16,000, but then I have to take into account the 5th rares, so it's gonna be a little cheaper than that. And of course I got the wildcards. I checked also that I got 53 rare and 24 mythic rare wildcards, and I didn't use any of them. So in the end, to complete the entire set of Forgotten Realms and to get this amount of wildcards, I ended up paying 13,000 and around 800 gems. So in the end, pretty good. But I have been able to complete some sets for completely free, and I have been able to also complete sets while actually netting gems. So the Forgotten Realms has been most difficult set for me to draft so far in terms of the win rate, especially for the premier drafts, which really had a lot of these 2-win results. And whenever you get less than 3 wins in premier drafts, you are losing more than 1,000 gems per draft. So that's a lot of gems lost here, and it's really hard to compensate with the best results, because even 7 wins is only plus 700 gems. Compare that to the traditional drafts, where if you go 3-0, you get plus 1,500 gems, because the price is 3,000 gems for that result. So yeah, it would be easier to do this with just traditional drafts, but I do want to rank up to get the mythic qualifier invites and all that. So that's why I also play premier drafts. So that's it. So I'm happy at the result in the end. Hopefully I will not lose that many gems for the next set. I guess I should maybe mention that I did not use any gold for these events. So of course when I play with the frequency I do so a lot. So it was what 65 events in like 90 days maybe. No, not 90. I mean 45 days because it was like a 1.5 months approximately of drafts and sealed events. So of course I did get every day at least 1,000 gold and probably more than that. So I maybe should count that I got maybe 45,000 gold, which I didn't use for the drafts. So if I did, well, that's kind of worth 4.5 drafts, and 4.5 drafts is of course worth like a few, like 6, 7. It's 6,750 gems, right? So I guess if I would think that if I would use the daily gold I'm getting for the drafts, this would be even less than this. It would be like around minus 7,000 gems in that case. But I don't use gold for drafts because you get the worst kind of value for your gold in drafts because every gold is not as valuable as it is in some other places where you can use gold. For example, Arena Open, it's better to use gold than gems in there, whereas in drafts you are better to use gems because you get better value for the gems than for the gold in drafts. Anyway, that was just a kind of a, if someone is really interested in how much it truly cost, maybe it was even less than that if I would use all the gold I accumulated during this time as well, if I would use that for the draft entries. But yeah, this was the set completion update, and the pack opening is also a while back ago. So the same will happen for the next set, which is about a month away from now. In the meanwhile, I will continue drafting Forgotten Realms, and I also have my Constructed Corner series where I do play historic and standard. I'm alternating between the two once a week currently, so there's some kind of a constructed content on the channel as well. But mainly there will be daily draft uploads, so I hope you keep tuning in, and I will see you in the next video then. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.